Capricorn, welcome to your mid-July love reading. I am super excited to have you with me here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. If you are a new or returning subscriber, thank you so much. Super grateful to you, and a great big energetic hug. The way this is going to work is I'm going to pull about 7 tarot cards and then a couple of oracle cards at the end. And I'll just kind of talk through what I'm seeing. And we'll see what's going to go on for your love life in the rest of July 2019. Oh, and also I don't want to forget to mention that I'm going to be doing an extended reading where I'm going to be diving deeper, clarifying some of the cards, really digging deep into what's going on. So if you feel called to join me for that extended reading, the link is in the description box down below. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. I am seeing some dependency issues within your love life and kind of an inability to be safe or at peace on your own. And I think that that has resulted in this most recent heartbreak that you've experienced. You've got the 3 of Swords. This is the heartbreak card. What I do love is that this 3 expands at the end of the reading into the 3 of Pentacles. And for me, this is a card that represents goal setting, planning, blueprint making, and then, you know, beginning the work towards development. And it's, Pentacles is an earth sign, which is much more in line with who you are. You know, you're much more inclined to be putting in hard work, to be doing the labor, and it's really seen as a labor of love as a Capricorn. And so I really do see you kind of getting back to your normal self after experiencing the heartbreak that you have. And mostly this is about like finding your independence, finding your voice, and kind of evolving into the next version of yourself so that when you are ready, you can call in the next lover. So that's super exciting. So why did I mention dependency issues, all of that, okay? 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like my ultimate independence card. The 9 of Pentacles is a woman who is financially secure, has her home, doesn't need a relationship, but just like is on it, is practicing self-love every day, is practicing body care. Like they are very independent and are open to the concept of a relationship, but they're not in need of it. The reversal of this is, for me, it represents someone who is struggling with codependency issues, who sees their worth through the success of a relationship with another, and really requires that kind of love and attention. And on top of that, there's the 2 of Swords, okay? And so this is anxiety over making decisions, anxiety over choosing a direction in life, and being blindfolded and staying stuck. And so for me, yes, this is really telling me the message here is too much relying and dependence on a past lover, okay? Which has led to the current situation, which is heartache, heartbreak. You know, this relationship could have ended recently or, you know, fairly well into the past. But the point is that there's a hanging over, you're hung up over this past relationship. And you're finding it really difficult to move on too, because there's not really much of a sense of direction, but even still there's like no curiosity or innocence or like passion that's driving you towards moving anything. And I think that that's what's going on, is you're starting to find that passion again. And this is what you're working towards. Like as a Capricorn, for me, I always envision you, yes, as like a ram, but like as like an ox, as like someone you can give a job to and trust and know that they're gonna get it done. Like they're the type of people that enjoy taking on the harder jobs, potentially enjoy doing like physical labor or physically showing how they feel about people through representation of like gift giving or doing favors for people, things like that, right? And unfortunately, without passion, without direction, Capricorn feels lost. And so we have here the Knight of Rods in the reverse. This is my immature, slightly innocent, but growing. It's a teenage kind of an energy. And the Wands energy, again, it's like playful, a little bit of a sexual energy, but like quick-witted and like super into just like having a good time. And this kind of energy isn't going to come until a little bit later, and I'm going to explain this card after I explain this card. So this card is the Fool in the reverse. I really like the Morgan Greer because they seem to just show up super well on camera, so thank goodness for that. The Fool is what I was talking about. It's that need for innocence and, you know, playfully, willingly, blind, is that a word? Blindingly, okay, whatever. Moving on to the next phase, the next chapter of life, okay? White rose is a sign of innocence. The dog is, you know, the friend that is warning of danger, but this is a person who is excited, happy, you know, willing to just move on to the next event. And there's the sun in the background. So for me, this is always like happy-go-lucky. I mean, honestly, we did just have an eclipse with the full moon in Capricorn. So like this is now becoming your time to shine, and it's really about unleashing the weights of that you've been potentially collecting through other relationships or just a long life, because you are that type of person that wants to carry the burden, that wants to shoulder people's needs on your back, because that is, again, that is how you express your love. But now you need to be going through a period of shedding and selfishness. 10 of Wands in the reverse. This card, I always envision, it's like a man going on a journey, walking up a mountain, something like that. And along the way, people stop him and they say, hey, do you mind carrying this wand for me? I know that you're going all the way up there anyway, so it would just help me out a lot. Sure, no problem, just one wand, why not? Time after time after time after time. Eventually you end up with a whole pile of wands, 10 to be exact. And there's so many of them that they are debilitating, they're preventing you from being able to walk. And it's frustrating because you said yes to carrying those wands. So now you need to go through the process of literally dropping them and letting them go, and not carrying the burdens and the baggage and the needs of other people, and rather focusing on you, yourself, your needs, and trailblazing that path for yourself, which is what brings us back to the 3 of Pentacles. So it's time to be selfish, and it's time to let go of that heartbreak, because if you can't do that, then you're not going to be able to be in the headspace where you can allow the next relationship in. It's really important that you release that need for codependency and the need to perform in order to please others. You don't have to carry their burdens, You can still be, I do want this, in a successful relationship that isn't focusing on, you know, being attached to the hip, basically. I want one more. Yes. I'm gonna start here. Ladder. Climbing towards success. Stork. News of a birth or business opportunity. And this actually ties in with the Three of Pentacles because that is about career, money, finances. So that could be where you need to be putting your focus in on right now, is focusing on your career, on what ignites that passion. And then finally, well, not finally, we have Kite, vacation. So taking a break, a vacation from relationships, dating, in order to date yourself. And then finally, February. This one decided to pop up. I don't know if you can see it. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. This could mean this is when you'll see the next relationship in your life pop up. This could be when that news of a new birth or business opportunity pops up, something along those lines. Something is going to happen for you in February. So let's pull some Work Your Light Oracle, and then we will move over into the extended reading. I do want to look more at this Three of Pentacles situation. You know, what is it you need to do to be working on your personal development? What kind of a vacation do you need to be taking? Like, things like that. Like, just kind of diving deeper into this whole concept, you know? Wow. Inner Temple, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. And then we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Where do you need to release these wands? All right, that'll do it for this reading. Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super grateful to be able to read these cards for you. If you feel called to join me for the extended reading, that link is in the description down below. And yeah, I will either see you there or in the next reading. So thank you so much for joining me. Take care.